All right, second visit. Brought a much nicer day than last time I was out, and brought a special cigar. I think first time I've had Brick House Maduro. Got this at Lefty's on Main Street in Hamilton. There's the back side of the cabin. And it's just got the cinder blocks underneath in the back and rotted out posts. Back got a window knocked out of the back. We'll try to get down to the field in the barn today. Last time out, looks like I got some trees down that weren't down last time. Down got some. There's a beginning of it. And I took a peek up in here last time I was here and screwed up the video. It's just like it did when I was a kid. And the path I'm on is probably about 10 feet wide from most spots anyway. Already down 20 feet below ground level, below street level. Starting to start to come to life a little bit. Overhang reminds me of a little miniature ash cave, I think, like up in Hocking Hills. Not a full size, but it's close. But it's cool. Where did yeah. So evidence of fires, of course, in here, and that's probably done by the cousins, I suspect. Maybe. I don't know. They come down, ride the trails and stuff like that. But there were some rocks here, look like flint, and like I think that. Oh, one of you. I don't know. I mean, there's no way those survived hundreds of years up here on this rock, you know? So I don't know if they were found or in place there. There was another one here that caught my eye. Well, all these kind of have marks where they've been, you know. Chiseled. And I'm not going to read anything more into that, but looks like a really long root, probably a tree that's up above the overhang that came down through. It looks like it's coming through the backside back there. It caught my eye a little bit last time, but I didn't really pay too much attention to it. Got a waterfall action there. Whatever. So the rain last time I was down, it was too intense. I didn't get much past this. But I mostly poked around some of these overhangs and structures like, zoom. Can't zoom much, but like that one there. And there's more as we go further down. Okay. Go back to. And with about 2 hours of daylight this time, stayed up a little too late last night, so it's about 4:30-ish, 4:40 now. This is kind of the view. I hope that comes out better than it looks on my phone. Yeah, and if I don't do good this time, probably the next time or two I get down, yeah, that'll be all filled in and green. Something lives in there. Yeah, I'm not going to be too specific, but I did come a little bit better prepared than last time. And wow, hiking through here is much easier than last time. Actually, it's damn easy so far. And you can see we're probably 50 feet below the road. 40 or 50. 40. 50 is too round a number. It just came to me. And this is where I stopped and turned around last time. Okay. I recognize this now. So, the water was just out of control. And, this is tail end of February. Yeah, I don't even know the date. This 27th, I think. 27th, 28th. 27th. No, 28th. And it's unseasonably warm. It's probably 50-ish degrees right now. Is about what it feels like. God. Wow. Man, I should find a way to get up there. See, I mean, that... Man, I mean, this is parts, honestly, of this property that I never saw as a kid, I don't think. I mean, we came down this path in this truck or car. I think I can't remember shit. I think we came down in like a Jeep pickup most of the time, but he cycled through vehicles kind of like I do. And there's a piece of conduit there, and I have no idea what that might be for. I'll see where the other end of it goes to. But, you know, as a 10-year-old kid, ballpark, you know, I was just keeping an eye on the trail and hoping we got down to the bottom of it. You know, the hills and stuff always fascinated me, but I didn't get too hung up on it. We got more. I found 6 or 7 tires and stuff that had been pitched off the roadway. Yeah, we're 70 or 80 feet now below the road. Some old tires, just throw them off the road. Yeah. and still, it could be worse. I mean, this is untouched. You know, at one time, this path was more well maintained. I don't know how much more, but you know. I've mostly been looking to the right up towards the roadway, and we're now probably 100 feet below the road. I didn't take good enough care of my cigar. Got a little too excited out here, I think. Yeah, I'll bet, I don't know that the cousins have been down here. I have no idea. My hunch is, as they're getting older, as we all are, they haven't been out here in several years. That's just my guess. And, oh, I don't know what I was thinking. You know, I don't know that anything has been on this path, but it's still, I mean, it's viable as hell. You know, a 4x4 vehicle wouldn't be challenged at all. I see some deer tracks. I get to negotiate. Well, this tree up here, unless you brought a chainsaw, would be a deal breaker. Problem. Yeah, it would. I mean, depending on what 4x4 you're in. Because there's this always. There's always this. You wouldn't do this without a chainsaw. But I mean, it's amazing to me. Again, I haven't been on this part of the property, the path. I haven't been to the field in almost 40 years, almost 50 years. You know, it still feels familiar. The drive-in, once you get within 15 miles of this, it really takes on a different flavor. Gets very interesting. The hills become more rocky, jagged, taller. Super cool. You got a rock that looks like it may be 100 by 100 plateau on top of it, and nobody's living up there or even one up there, but there's still tons of life at the top of it, in trees, and I mean, just it's great. There's a creek that runs down kind of along, in the valley between the path I'm on. There's a tall ridge over there. It feels like it's maybe 500 feet away. And I don't know how. It looks like that really kind of comes, kind of looks like it runs parallel. But not. It's getting closer as I go down. And I'm looking at some of these trees. Somebody in the comments last time I was down, I didn't get a lot of comments, but a few, was speculating that this is new growth forest. Well, I actually know for a fact it's not. But it trips me out how tall some of these trees are and how freaking straight they are. I got some of these on my property, or I've got a lot of trees on my property. They don't grow this damn straight. I mean, shit, you could build a cabin, a bridge, or whatever the hell you wanted to out here with, not many of the trees on the land. They passed, I came in the back way. I actually came through a hollow, or holler, on the way here this time. I didn't miss my turn, but there's okay, I'll get back to that. There's a creek. You can see a little bit more of it down there. And it looked like, I don't know if the person, well, they were cutting wood. They were cutting slabs, long slabs. It looked, and I was driving, so I couldn't really tell. Looked like they were 2 inches thick, maybe 3 inches thick. Looked like they were getting a whole bunch of them, as far as I could, out of a single piece of wood, tree. And wow. Of course, as a kid, I don't remember this damn path being this long, but I got time. I couldn't tell, and I don't even remember too much about it, except that there's still some people down here. He may have been building a shed or something like that with the wood that was on his property. I couldn't really tell that much about it, but it still kind of made an impression on me. I'm not sure what kind, but it was cool. Yeah, this is pretty easy to follow. I haven't turned. The path feels straightish. I walked a good probably 1,400, 1,500 feet. And really haven't turned. Thankfully, I haven't come across any bears or copperheads. There's probably other dangerous things back there. I think there's actually rattlesnakes back here too. I may be, to the guy who criticized me for never spending time in the woods. It's mostly true, actually. Not nearly as much as I'd like to. But I kind of get the feeling that it's early for the snakes to be active. Just occurred to me that following this path is probably pretty boring. Actually, the whole damn video may be pretty boring. But I'm making it. So that one was cut on, of course. It was just cut on so somebody could get an ATV by on the path. Doesn't look all that recent. But I'm really making the videos for myself, and to share with friends and family, the brothers and cousins. My son would like to join me for one of these days, and make maybe more of a 1 or 2 days of it. Now this is cool. I didn't know anything about this, but this is completely flat down here. Now, you're going to get every drop of rain that hits a property there, so I don't know what utility that might have. But that at the near the bottom, not at the bottom of the property, you got this completely flat area. It's maybe 75 wide, 300 or 400 feet long. That's just ballpark, of course. shit. That's actually be a great area to, you know, build the fire, go around on the ATVs or bikes or something like that. But I'd want more. I'd want to do more. I don't know. This is, don't know how long that cinder block, it's a different shape than most cinder blocks I see. And it's been a minute, covered with nuts. Something about out here also, your eyes catch shapes and colors that aren't natural, you know. It jumps out at you. Because honestly, you know, I've come across several tires, and I get it, not that big a deal. But practically everything else, you know, has been here for 100 years. You know, this, my grandpa only visited this property 50 years ago. There's a funny smell down here. I don't really know what to make of it. So I'm actually down towards, it's a little bit tougher going. A lot of these bushes are sticker bushes now. If I let out a yelp, you'll know what happened. It occurs to me that I'm not in an ATV or a four-wheeler, so there's no reason why I can't go around all that shit. I'll try. Maybe there is. I'm only looking to get off the path for a minute, and now I want to get right back on the path, to be honest. Everything has thorns. A print there, looks to be a hoof print from a deer. Haha, got evidence of some other structures that my hunch is time has brought down. I think I'm probably going to be getting back to the car a bloody mess from all these thorns. I actually had the one stuck in my forehead. So this is the end of that 75 by 300, 400 foot section I was talking about. And I think honestly this is probably no more than evidence of animals. There's holes. Maybe some evidence of the rain that came through, or comes through, I should say. Yeah, it's much drier now, and since I don't know anything about this property, this area here kind of gives me the willies. Yeah, this is animals' path of coming and going, I think. The path is just over there, 100 feet. Probably gonna hop on it in a minute. Get back to it. So here's a little structure that's down. Looks like logs was part of its construction, but I don't know. Yeah, it was. I think I see maybe a nail. I came in the different route. I was hoping to see a sale sign on a 10-acre property for sale off of 421. It's cheap enough. I don't think the property actually has any. This is big ass rocks in there. And this may have been, and this is purely a guess, no more. It may have been chicken coop like I was talking about at one time. Stickers. I'm kind of surprised to see no wildlife right this minute. We're probably not used to seeing too many people, of course. And I'm running my mouth enough so they know I'm coming. And I'll let my cigar go out again. Cigar, by the way, pretty good. Yeah, not bad at all. I don't want to go down that way. If I have a choice. And given a choice, I'd rather not go across this log. Doesn't mean I won't. Means I shouldn't. Especially while I'm lighting my cigar. Log's pretty mushy too. I don't know if the loose bark on it is giving me forgiveness or okay. So I think I'm actually back on the path, or what would have been a path at one time right now. I think. It makes sense that I would be. I'm on the right side of the creek. I don't think passing. I may be going right back across that log too in the end. Yeah. I'm gonna do better about holding the camera up this time. All that shit. Nope. The bushes have thorns, the trees have thorns. Pretty much every damn thing has thorns. A lot of holes in the ground. I'm sure those are completely harmless. It's no problem. So there must have been a bridge across that creek. This is I mean, several feet back would have been the end of the path. I might want to make a note of this creek where it splits there. Find my way back again. So on the right side of this field I see a tall barn, big barn. I'm not sure that's our or the family's property. This is what I've been hoping for the whole time. Talking about that one right there. It makes total sense that that would be tobacco barn. I'm coming up on the fields now. There were tobacco fields. Yeah, right around here. And by the time I came along, you know, they leased this property to what, the tobacco companies or what have you, and they grew tobacco. And Grandma and Grandpa just got the checks, and later on, Grandma just got the checks. There should be a gravel road that comes in here somewhere off the left. I don't think that's the barn I see in the Google satellite image. Which means there would be another barn down here to the left, and that the road, the gravel road, may not come up this far. I'm really, since it's been so neglected, you know, I can't really tell exactly where I'm at in the field. And actually, I'm quite lost. And I don't want to walk through this shit. There's no other way out up to the gravel road. And I mean, a smarter person would probably find their way back to the car and try to come up that gravel road without getting shot at. And come in on the backside. Yeah, man. So I see something right over there that doesn't look natural. I could be wrong, but it doesn't look natural at a glance. And I think I'm going to make my way to it. I'm going to. And I'd love to have more answers about this property. I assume the cousins have some of those answers. I don't know. The uncle may have, or uncle may have some of those answers, but I don't know. So this is the road, gravel road that I've seen in Google Satellite. I think that almost makes that the barn, except I'm not sure. That may blend in with Google Satellite, because the top of it is metal and all rusty and everything. Under any circumstance, this is on the back side of the fields, and it just goes up, you know, a little hill, 50 feet. Under any circumstances, I don't see myself going in this barn. I might take a peek, but if I don't have a real strong hunch that it's family property, Yeah. Not going to happen. It looks like this road, or what passes as a road, gets some maintenance. And I'm just on. I mean, there's ruts that were made. You know, I mean, those were made. You see some tire prints there, so they're not that old. That's in here. Tracks. You know, they're not that old. I mean, maybe a year old, but oh, by the way, yeah, there's probably people that know something about this based on construction, you know. Those are 2x4s, old school 2x4s, so they were probably 2 inches wide. And well, actually, they may be more than 4 inches. This one, yeah. I said 2x4s, never mind. That's not something you bought at Home Depot. That's 2.5 by 4.5 or 5. This one's 2x6. And the corners of it are completely square. So yeah, this is I think that tells us something about it, about its age or something. I don't know. You can see where it's chiseled out, and there were animals in here, is my guess. So, and I don't remember I don't remember Grandma or Grandpa telling me about keeping animals in a barn. Doesn't mean they didn't, and it sure doesn't mean that 100 years ago the family didn't. There's, you know, oh yeah, I still have a cigar to light. And also, yeah. I'm also kind of turned on to the pine trees a little bit. I think they're called Eastern pine or white pine. And as much as anything, because I don't have, I like the long needles, and I like that they're kind of self-mulching. I don't have any of them on my property, or any good ones, I should say. But I've got several neighbors who have really good trees, pine trees like that with the long needles. And yeah, I covet. I try not to, but I do. A little bit. No, I like them. I just like them. I like that they're self-mulching more than anything, to be honest. I like the way on a windier day, the way the branches blow around. You can actually gauge the wind by looking at those trees, and they behave more like, other trees, like an oak or a maple, as far as the wind goes. Now, I'm on this, what was a rock road, and I know that it goes out eventually to Beanpole Road. Let me see. And that's a structure I came out at, that fallen shed. We got a path. It's a path. Yeah, I mean, it looks, I don't know, the path. Animals, there's more evidence. There's, get some traffic here. And animals, now those are, looks like deer there. But there's one here that's made by one animal. It's a little different. And again, the shape of the property is still kind of coming to me. And I don't know, a property like this, the road is probably public because, you know, the top part of it's maintained by someone. I know it's got fairly fresh gravel at the end of it. I passed it up a couple weeks ago. Shingles over there on the ground. And I don't know, or really I don't even think that's family property. There is this. Wow. What is this? Could that be a root cellar? The logs are, you know, that's not a fallen tree. You know, the logs aren't in there by accident. So my hunch is that's a root cellar. And I see something through here that, again, doesn't look natural. Cigar's got a pretty good, this is a Maduro. And it's I think it's called a Mighty. Again, it's a brick house Maduro. Runs about, I don't think that's what I saw in Google Earth. Because actually what I saw in Google Earth is still, or was recently standing. And that hasn't been standing for, it was probably standing when I was a kid. But it hasn't been standing for a minute. So, you know, I'm turned around at this point. Which probably isn't a good thing. But it's a good cigar. Runs about $9. So it's not the most expensive cigar. It's got a nice flavor. Real nice. And I see the barn I've been looking for. Okay. So this is, I think it's still family property. Hold my phone up a little bit. And I'm guessing the crew that would have farmed this field, you know, I'm guessing this is where they pulled up. You know, probably got the equipment off here. I don't know. And they probably used both of the barns, assuming both of them are one of my grandpa's and his families. You know, they use both the barns. Actually, the construction looks pretty similar. And just to give me an idea if I'll be able to reach the property here the back way. Yeah, maybe not so much in a Honda Accord coupe with no chainsaw. Maybe with the Sequoia and a chainsaw. This is cool. Yeah, this is super cool. I really should be more. So there's stakes that would have been used to hang the tobacco, I think, but I'm not sure. That's my hunch. More stakes there. Yeah, all over the place. Big pile of, shit from off the roof. And it may have just got shoveled up there. I don't know. I mean, there's not a hole directly above it, but there's other holes. Big long bunch of plastic. Looks like somebody's a polluter. More stakes. Wow. So far, no bears. Although that'd be, not that I know, but that'd be that'd be my first place. So far, no snakes that I see. And again, the construction to me looks very much the same as the other barn. Yeah, it really does. Basically, you just rough cut a whole bunch of timber and you start slapping it together. Wow. I mean, really? This is one log. Goes from the floor, and it looks like they put something concrete underneath it at some point. Goes from the floor. There's 35 feet high. And that's one piece of wood that is chiseled out, mitered out, and then two 2x5s all the way up, 2x6s, to give her rigidity. Makes it rigid from front to back. Man. And I mean, this wood is like it was cut yesterday. It's just wild. There's more, stuff up there, but there's not, it's not caved in up there, just like up there. Yeah. I mean, I don't think that's tobacco. Could be wrong. I mean, there's wood up there that I don't know what it would have been used for. Great pieces of lumber. It's begging to be somebody's mantle. And it goes all the way up. There at the, not the peak, but second level where the roof line starts. There's more. And those are 20 feet, 18 feet long pieces of wood. More over here. I mean, it's just awesome. And would still have value. I know it would. But, wow. Man, I would love. So here is, from where I'm at now, and that's not the roadway up there at all, where I'm pointing. That's not at all, not even close. But that's 100 feet above where I'm standing right now. And there's another 15 feet below where I'm standing. And it's not, it's just kind of the scale of it. And I don't know exactly where family property starts and stops. Man, I'd give anything to know that. I mean, probably gonna have to get my own. I can accept that. But I love this shit. The reason why I might not have a go at it in the Honda, it's just kind of why. One more step. Yeah, it's good here. And coming out this way up towards the entrance, you know, I'm less and less sure of whether it's family property or not. My hunch is it is, but you know, sure don't want to be wrong. In the hollows of Kentucky, although probably gets a bad rap. Shot up there where this water here comes from across the road, and there's another overhang or a cave right there. Shoot. And it still impresses me, you know, we're downstream here. And there's no cans, bottles, plastic, anything in the water. Yeah, water's crystal clear. And to me, you know, it's not ugly. I got no sense of what time it is. Oh, I do now. I've been recording 52 minutes. Probably 5:30ish, and I think it gets, something fell up there in the direction of the barn. It scared the shit out of me, and I hope it's something fell. Scared the shit out of me. And you know, without waders or something like that. Hey, what's up, man? I'm good. How you doing? Am I on your property? Trying to find some Jeeps? I'm recording. You want me to turn this off? You got it.